Hello, everyone. Have you heard of the restaurant on the moon? Food's alright, but no atmosphere. Alright, let's get into taking a look at the syllabus for Introduction to Engineering Design. In order to access it, I'm on the Canvas website, and if you click the syllabus link right over here, the course summary, this is going to give you all of the different assignments that I've assigned in the class. This list is going to get pretty long, and this probably isn't the best way to access these assignments. But if you want to take a look at the syllabus, there's a link to it right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on that link, and that'll open it up. You can see in here the semester required materials for this class. You should have a flash drive. You'll be able to save most of your projects, at least the first semester, to your U drive. However, as the second semester rolls on, your projects are going to get bigger and bigger, and you're going to need some place to put those files. So your U drive is going to fill up. You're going to need a flash drive eventually, but probably not until after the holiday break. Also, in this class, you're going to need headphones, and those headphones shouldn't just be Bluetooth headphones. They need to be headphones that can plug into what's called a 3.5 millimeter jack. 3.5. Let me show you what those look like. So you need something that has like something like this on the end of it. Without this little cable right here, specifically this, you're not going to be able to plug it into the computer and hear anything. So it doesn't have to be earbuds. It can be any kind of headphone, but you have to make sure that you have the 3.5 millimeter connection. If you forget those, I have headphones that you can borrow. But in order to borrow those, you're going to need to give me your school ID or something like that, so that you'll be able to, I'll be able to know that you checked them out, and back and forth. All right, when is the best time to contact me? Before school, during first period. My 2 periods off are first and second period. But second period, I have a lot of meetings with other teachers, so the best times to meet with me before school or first period. I'll always be available during that, 7:30 to 8:25 meeting. So if you need to get extra work done, I can be here to unlock the classroom for you for that. This brief description just kind of talks about what we're going to be learning in the class. It is linked to a kind of a big organization called Project Lead the Way. Project Lead the Way is a company that develops national curriculum. They're a nonprofit company. They don't just develop the curriculum for this class, Introduction to Engineering Design. They also do like electronics and cybersecurity and a lot of other different types of project-based classes. You can see kind of a list of the different units that we're going to be going over in here. The first unit being kind of learning about the design process, and this whole year is going to be the design process. That's the main thing that we focus on. So you'll kind of learn the overview of the design process, and then we're going to focus on each step of the design process in each subsequent unit. So technical sketching is going to be unit number 2, and that's really one of the first steps of the design process. So we get into those different steps. In terms of like formatives, summatives, things like that, formatives are 0% of your grade. So formative assignments will not affect your letter grade. But what's to stop you from just not doing the formatives then if they're not going to affect your grade? Well, you will not be able to complete the summatives until all of the formatives have been completed. So you'll have to complete the formatives, and I'll have to check off on them. A lot of times students will just go, well, I'll just type in something and then turn it in. If that happens, I'll make you redo the formative until you've done it to a point that I deem acceptable, and then you'll be able to move on. So summative assignments, those are worth the majority of your grade, 85%, and then we'll have a final exam at the end of each semester, which is worth 15% of your grade. You will have the ability to turn in assignments late for full credit, but that extension only extends 2 weeks. So after an assignment is due, if you have not turned it in, I will write NY in the portal, or I'll just flag it as missing. And you'll have 2 weeks to get that done. If it's not done within those 2 weeks, then I'll just mark it as incomplete, and you will no longer have the opportunity to complete that. Anytime you anytime you cheat on an assignment, that automatically gets marked as cheating. That results in obviously a phone call to your parents. I will notify the deans, and you will no longer be able to redo that assignment. Technology electronic use agreement. You can visit this link right here to view the whole agreement, but basically the computers that you're using are not your property. They are the school's property, and they're to be used for educational purposes only, which means you shouldn't be playing games on them. You shouldn't be watching videos on them. They should be used for this class and other classes, but not non-educational uses. So yeah. In terms of what we're doing, so the formative retake policy, like I said, if you complete a formative assessment, you can late or you redo it. You can obviously turn it in up to 2 weeks late for full credit. However, you're going to have to fill out the missing assignment Google form, which is found in Canvas, and we'll go over that in a little bit. In a different assignment, I'll go over that, but you have to fill out a form to let me know that you've done an assignment late. Don't just come up and tell me, because I will probably forget. So by filling out this form, I'll definitely know. Same thing with the summatives. If you do a summative late, you'll have to make sure that you fill out the missing assignment Google form to let me know that you've completed it, and then I will grade it. Now, I only grade late assignments on Thursdays, so you will have to wait until Thursday for me to update the portal grade. So if you turn something in late on a Friday, you're going to have to wait 1 full week basically for me to update your grade. And please do not come up to me and say, "Hey, Mr. Reichelt, can you please grade this?" I will get to it. I will get to it on Thursdays. I grade all late and missing work on Thursdays, but I try not to do that any other day, just because I have my days planned out in which I, like make these videos or grade new assignments, or, I just have different things that I do. So Thursdays are those days. And again, all retakes, redos must be completed within 2 weeks. Or else you won't be able to do them. And obviously this can be altered at my discretion. So that is our syllabus. Hopefully it's pretty basic and straightforward. Let me know if you have any questions.